Brian Williams was at the top of he was like the #1 news anchor on NBC News. And then he lied about taking fire, that he was in a helicopter and he was shot at, and he wasn't. And it came out that he just made it up. And then he demoted him to a late night spot on MSNBC. And now he's getting rung up again.
The war in Afghanistan, former combat advisor with Afghan security forces, co-founder of No One Left Behind, a veterans organization that offers services to former Afghan and Iraqi interpreters who resettle here in the United States. Mr. Zeller, it's almost ironic now to state the name of the organization you founded, given what we're watching go on, though I'm curious to hear your reaction of this consequential speech by the American president. Didn't run from it. He owned it. He owned his decision. He owned the fact that, as he put it, the buck stops with him.
I hope he gets to own their deaths, too.
To Blowy. It's not going to go like you thought it was, Brian. This is great. He's like saying how great that was a horrible speech. He didn't own it. He ran away from the questions. He blamed Trump. And then the meat of the speech was blaming the Afghani politicians and army for not standing up. You know, this puppet army and this puppet leadership that never asked for America to invade them. And, so Jojo Magoo did not, he said the words, the buck stops with me, right? But that was just words. He spread the blame around, even threw some subtle blame on Obama. And Brian Williams is completely mischaracterizing the speech, and this guy's not having any of it.
I feel like I watched a different speech than the rest of you guys. I was appalled. There was such a profound, bold-faced lie in that speech. The idea that we planned for every contingency. I have been personally trying to tell this administration since it took office. I've been trying to tell our government for years that this was coming. We sent them plan after plan on how to evacuate these people. Nobody listened to us. They didn't plan for the evacuation of our Afghan wartime allies. They're trying to conduct it now at the 11th hour. The thing that they were most concerned about was the optics of a chaotic evacuation. Well, they got exactly what they were most concerned of by failing to do what was right when we could have done it. We had all the people and equipment in place to be able to save these people months ago, and we did nothing.
He's speaking the truth.
He thinks we only need to take 2,000 people. There's 86,000 people who are currently left behind in Afghanistan alone. We've identified all of them for the government.
You want to bring 86,000 people?
That man is speaking the truth.
America from Afghanistan? Like, is that what's happening nowadays?
I have no idea why he claims that people don't want to leave Afghanistan. I have a list of 14,000 names right now of people who want to get out of Afghanistan. And the idea that the Afghan military should be blamed for this, do you know how many casualties the Afghan military took in an average year? More than the United States did in 20. When you're not getting paid on a regular basis, when you're not getting fuel, when no one is supplying you with ammunition, and yet you're still showing up to the fight, how dare us for having to blame these people for not having the audacity to be able to survive a Taliban onslaught? No.
Kablawi again. This guy's just laying in. Where's Brian Williams?
Where's Stelza?
What we need to be doing right now, and what I am appalled that the president didn't say, was we need to be talking about how we're going to get every single one of these people out. Because let's be abundantly clear. People like me looked these people in the eye and made them a promise. We promised them that in their time of need, we would take care of them. How do you ever expect anyone to ever trust us again if we don't do that now while we can?
Yeah, they're not going to trust us. I mean... Like, who trusts anybody? America.